Today, I am going to answer the question, should corporate IT departments sell end-of-life computers on online sites such as eBay? First, let me start with covering the risk associated with these activities. A study by NAID found that 40% of electronic devices, such as phones, tablets, laptops, that were sold on sites like eBay had personally identified information or PII on them. Rapid7, which is a security company, conducted a similar experiment where they purchased infusion pumps online and they were able to obtain wireless authentication data from several healthcare facilities based on the data that existed on these resold devices. Morgan Stanley, another example, was fined $163 million for exposing the PII of 15 million people. They hired a moving company to decommission a data center and contracted with them to sell the used equipment. The moving company was supposed to wipe the data before selling it, but ended up working with another company to sell the equipment and failed to properly wipe the drives before selling them online. So, with stories like these, the question is, should IT security departments ban the process of selling used end-of-life computers on sites like eBay? Well, first let's discuss some of the benefits and reasons why companies might want to consider doing this. And then finally, let's review ways to mitigate the risk associated with IT asset disposal. First, reselling or donating used equipment is the most environmentally friendly way to dispose of end-of-life electronics. Second, companies can recover value from used computers. This can be used to offset the cost of paying a reputable and certified recycling company to ensure that this equipment does not end up in a landfill or pollute our waters. This is both the right thing to do and protects companies from significant fines from the EPA. So, how do companies mitigate information security risk associated with IT asset disposals while meeting their sustainability goals? Well, one of my recommendations is that companies and government agencies should avoid working with electronics brokers and work directly with a certified IT asset disposal company. They should review certifications such as NAID AAA, R2, look for companies that have certified secure data destruction specialists on staff, and they should review these items as well as the company's procedures in the same level of detail that they would review a SOC 2 for a company that they are evaluating software as a service. Companies should perform detailed reference checks, consider doing site visits on IT vendors, and look in depth at online reviews. So, in summary, the OCC, the SEC, and the EPA will hold companies responsible for third-party vendor risk, which means that companies should exercise due care when selecting an IT asset disposal vendor. But in my opinion, I do believe that it is possible, when best practices are followed for data sanitization, to sell used IT equipment on sites like eBay without incurring significant risk of a data breach.